Hey there viewers, my name's Torinski and welcome back to our Hades run. Going alright so far. We've lost one Death Defiance, but I'm really liking the change to... Oh right, actually forgot that everything is on this screen nicely. The change to Faded Persuasion here worked out pretty well in our favor already, and I'm excited to see where the last two... Oh right, we actually picked up a key, so we have 3 Faded rerolls. Nice. But yeah, it got us the engulfing vortex upgrade for our rifts, so that's pretty awesome. And we'll see what other kind of Ares boons we can fish out of the water with it as well. Ooh, especially if we can get a rare, or like a series of rare boosting things, something in like Eurydice or Yarn. That'd be pretty sweet, because then we could reroll until we got the legendary one. Huh. Never thought of that one before. But hopefully we can keep this cast upgrading and get some ridiculous stuff done without losing too much health. I guess the nice thing is, if I get the cast going at a pretty good pace and dealing a decent amount of damage, then it will do really good work in the Hydra fight, which is definitely where we've struggled a little bit in the past, especially recently. But yes, let's burn that bridge when we come to it, shall we? For now, let's just try and take this chamber by chamber. Keep a hold on everything. I do like to see an infernal trove sitting out there. Hopefully it's darkness, actually. Kind of forgot that now that we switched to Faded Persuasion, each of the upgrades is so expensive. So expensive. Oh gosh. What are you doing? Oh, you put yourself in the lava, you crazy kid.
That's something.
Okay. But yeah, take it slow and play it safe. That's all we want to worry about right now. Even one more dash isn't too bad. We're usually dashing right after we took damage, because usually when we take damage, our delayed reactions are hitting right after. You know, Side Hustle does make up some of the difference from the Pact of Punishment that we're dealing with. I think I will save my rerolls for something else, even though I would love to see, yeah, maybe the attack speed that we passed on last time. Let's go with the health. Take something a bit defensive in the background. Oh, let's not forget the Infernal Trove too, after chatting about that. Gems, I will not mess with. Not quite worth it in my books at the moment here. Key or darkness? I'd probably take key here now. Never thought I'd see the day, but it's a pretty huge advantage to be able to reroll the boon screen. I should have read those a bit more closely when I made that decision. Because the Faded Authority is really nice in many ways, especially using it to eke out like an extra boon option in the Temple of Sticks. Pretty sweet, but unfortunately there's also a certain amount of risk to it, like when you accidentally reroll an Olympian's boon into a pomegranate or something silly like that. Or you're just too scared to use it the whole time and you end up with some in the bank. Neither of those options is fantastic. But this is actually more what I almost think I was hoping to use the
Power of the gods.
Faded Authority for. Or the Faded Persuasion does what I used to think the Faded Authority would do for me, which is just give me the ability to actually lead my runs a little bit, put some rails on this bad boys. Changed my pluralization tense halfway through like we do. That's not a huge attack increase. I'm gonna keep stacking this special. See how wacky we can get it. I would like to see Eurydice. That would be ideal here, but Zeus isn't too bad, I guess. Would probably take the dash effect. Would probably take his call, actually. I do find it deals a decent amount of damage, even though it's another one of those that runs a certain amount of implicit risk, just because it's fairly close range. Should definitely be using my special at the very least. Gosh, okay. Should cross the streams here a little bit in order to keep things getting hit. I guess it doesn't matter too much while most of these buddies are shielded. Oh my gosh, it's so close. This makes me worry for bosses because I think this is a bit of an indication that our single target damage is a little bit lackluster at the moment. Fortunately, I feel like maybe the, oh jeez, jump. Dodged right into that bomb. I saw it coming a mile away. Oh jeez. But yeah, maybe the rifts are a bit better for rune clearing than I've thought in the past. I had a couple really good runs where I feel like they did a crazy amount of damage that maybe gave me a bit of bias.
Bravely by my side, you know that, don't you, nephew? We prevailed against the Titans and established law upon the earth. Your father then descended to the land of death, and we've not seen much of each other since.
Thanks for the history lesson, Zeus. Still don't like you, but I do like knowledge. You know, I did actually know that little tidbit. Pretty sure they talk about it at the start of Hercules, the Disney one, and probably all the other ones. I don't know if I ever saw the Dwayne Johnson Hercules. I just know about the chain breaking scene. But as for the Zeus here in our game, let's go with that call that we were just talking about. Not bother with wasting any of our very new fancy persuasion stacks on wounds we don't really care about. Oh, I guess I should really be at least applying my special. Specifically, I guess, on that last fight against the crystal. That may have been part of the reason why we were dealing such little damage to that, buddies. Most bosses, we definitely want to try and get all of the best of the effects we have at our disposal. Don't see why not. Yes, that's kind of goes without saying, but it's harder to do. Ooh, it's not a pair of Olympians I really wanted boons from, but I always love to see those no boon options. Oh my gosh, I should take health. I've never taken one, right? I think this is all from just little darkness pickups. Oh gosh. But how can I turn this down? Could get like lightning bolt strike twice or something wacky. Don't know what I want from Aphrodite. Maybe increased damage to weak foes would actually be pretty sweet. And I think I'll go with Aphrodite here. I think Aphrodite is hard for me to see for whatever reason. Ooh, do you know what? I will actually take this. More weakness application isn't bad.
Father likewise turned his back on me before, nephew, and we both know what has become of him. I'd caution you against this.
That's pretty interesting timing with the conversation we just had with Zeus prior, but oh gosh, kind of forgot about the wrath effects there and almost thought it was me for a moment. Okay, jeez, just dodge, don't worry about finishing fights. We need to not take too much damage, oh gosh.
This is awkward.
Oh my gosh. Jeez, yeah. That's embarrassing. Lost a lot of health in this encounter, actually. Oh boy. It's still early. I can still see Patroclus too.
Any longer, I suppose. But you just mind yourself around your Uncle Zeus.
Okay. Oh, Cloud of Judgment. I will take that. Get that charged up a little bit faster, and then I'm hoping that top path isn't anything too tempting because I could really just use the max health. Do you know what? Yeah, I can't afford a shop. Okay. Finally. Should have done this much earlier, especially since I failed the one airburst gate that we snubbed a Centaur Heart for, but oh boy. Just in time for the Hydra fight. Didn't quite get to the levels I wanted out of this. Also confirmed that I don't get a guaranteed Ares boon, because we have not seen Ares a single time. So that's kind of unfortunate, but oh boy. Here goes. have to do a whole lot better than last Hydra fight, that's for sure.
I'm back, Lernie, to kill you once again.
This is like the crescent shooting learning, is it? Heck yeah, I'm remembering. Okay, should have definitely placed that down before we did the first casts here as well. This is a Lernie I actually don't feel too horrible with. Let's jump out and grab those, jump out and grab these. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, let's try and hit all three of you with those if possible. Okay, you know, this is a good start, but I'm still very scared. Should actually maybe save all of my all charges for this Lernie head over here. Wait, did I? There's still one alive over here? No, okay. Oh jeez, get out of there. That's some wacky damage if we can hit with everything at once like that, but oh gosh, this is gonna be rough. I'm gonna have to use my call as I get it, just to try and clear through all these heads fast enough. Just get in, but needed to pick up my bloodstones. Oh gosh, I dodged in such a way that I think I got hit by that crescent attack multiple times, which is absolutely fantastic move on my part. Oh gosh, that's no Death Defiance. That's not grand. But should be able to do a lot of damage here. Oh my gosh, I might die, right? Let's not do that. Goes through. Okay, ooh, had to stand in the lava a little bit, which I didn't have to. I should say I did stand in the lava for a little bit. It's just a bad move on my part, but oh boy. Would love to see our buddy Patroclus this run. Actually, for multiple reasons. Especially since we didn't get to see Eurydice, who's the other person that we really need to talk to these days.
Tread lightly, boy.
Don't know any other way.
Okay, going into Elysium. So, I think I do change this up. I'm gonna change this and then immediately get inundated with Ares boons. Feel very sorry for myself. But, what else could we do? Try getting some Artemis out of it, or I guess maybe we should go for one of these more defensive ones. Either Acorn or Death Defiance. Death Defiance is probably the correct way to play this, since we're already so close to dead, now that I think about it. I just hate to accidentally burn it up. Yes, even if we do, we could take the Acorn into the final fight as a kind of faux Death Defiance from Lucky Tooth. Huh. Scary stuff. I hate gambling when my life is on the line. Let's go for it though. We'll play it a little bit safe because I do want to see this run play out to its full extent. Come on, I guess I never check this anymore, but never really want to sell this early. Most of the stuff we have chosen to take by this point has been pretty critical. Yes, maybe I should have been using my Fated Persuasion just a little bit more, because we don't want to die with those in our pocket. Even though maybe I've just been playing a few too many like hardcore old school roguelikes lately.
Looks like a plan.
The consumable management is a lot more important in those games than something like this. I guess maybe a lot more is a bit unfair, because there's some aspect to this and that in this game as well, with the Fated Persuasion, Fated Authority nonsense. What? Okay, there. So confused for a moment. This is not too bad, but very early on, of course. Well, let's just smash out our call as soon as it pops up. There's no real reason to be holding on to that. Alright, what kind of do those hammers? Let me see. Still haven't seen if I can get our new aspect with a range special, because that would definitely be ideal, a little bit safer than what we've been dealing with so far. Yeah, I don't think I like heavy knuckle. Increased base damage is kind of good for the crit because it is a lot of damage, but less hits does kind of mean less often, or criticals left often. Mixing up my pros there. Yeah, quick cutter makes our special a bit slower. Hate how often I take long knuckle. And I don't think that the fact that we've lost quite a few runs in a row is fully indicative of long knuckle itself. I think there are other problems or issues at play there. Okay. Well, I've definitely got to do it, but I'm scared. It's not been a good run for Herber's Gates so far. Oh, heavy pillar room, okay. Get out of there. Oh jeez. Okay. Bomb me, buddy. Comes around. Oh, shielded archer. I don't like that. Didn't realize you were gonna be uninterrupted. Oh no, I got hit. Oh, uninterruptible archers. Son of a gun. This is gonna be like the whole chamber here too, I bet. And we're gonna, last Erebus Gate was any indication, we're gonna make it through the rest of this without taking damage. Oh, it wasn't the end of the enemies at least. We have another opportunity here to mess up, but we're not going to, unfortunately. Oh, so sad. Just let me take damage once. Please. I needed that. I think that's not quite the death knell on our run, but it's getting there. Oh gosh, especially if we keep fighting unstayable archers. Get out of my head. It's like it knows. That's exactly what threw me off in the Erebus Gate. Just throw nothing but that at me for the rest of the run here. Psychological warfare. Okay. No. Let's not get down yet. We can do this. Pull ourselves up from our bootstraps and get through this in one piece. Patroclus? Patroclus? No Patroclus. But at least a guaranteed Ares this time around. Oh boy, is this mysterious. Okay.
My next opponent has arrived in short order.
Hey. Is that a short joke?
That was another jab about my height, wasn't it?
Oh, nice egg.
Not jab. All of my strength goes into every strike. Observe.
Oh, I believe it, friend. But, okay, practice fighting carefully. Trying to get him to run through the blade rings. Oh, that's interesting. That was kind of quiet there for a second. Every iota of my concentration going into trying to dodge that spinning strike that I so often just run face first into. Oh dang, that was another dash opportunity. But oh jeez, you're spinning. It'd be too much for me to get through 2 phases of that without taking damage, right? That's just unreasonable. Oh jeez, get out of there. Oh dang it. Wasted a little bit of my call, but was also just kind of bad with using my call. Forgot to, so have some to spare. I also... let's do this. Just know that he will still hit me with AoE. Holy... why it hurts so much, Asterius? Oh jeez, ah! Oh my lord! Didn't see Skelly get taken out. Got jumped out of nowhere by this
I got him.
raging bull. Yeah, I guess technically Zag, but we're not coming out of this in good shape. Oh my gosh. Oh no, why you have to hit them both against each other? I mean, I think I have to go Vicious Cycle still. That's actually kind of interesting. On some level, I do almost feel like Hunting Blades would deal more damage in the short term. Mostly Vicious Cycle becomes amazing when you have Hunting Blades and you can keep hitting. But let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. I do think legendaries are also slightly less commonly occurring than the duos. It's hard to tell. It's a lot of back end stuff. Oh my gosh, I have to win this to see you, Thantos.
Good, I'm not too late. Got here as quickly as I could.
Okay, hopefully you're not too late.
One way to find out.
I'm a little concerned, if we're being honest. But as long as we can beat you out here, this will be huge for us. Oh my gosh.
Who's next?
Okay, should have been applying my special to some of those enemies probably. Dang, we're still tied. Okay, we at least have some lightning. Let's call down the thunder. Dang it. I'm potentially gonna lose this one. No. Okay, not quite as close as I was concerned about, but still kind of close. Also, I haven't been handing out any nectar.
The Aphrodite. I'm afraid there really isn't much here worthy of you, but perhaps this can suffice.
I also threw away almost all of my health just to get this, but
This isn't such a treasure to behold, and I accept it as a sign of your affection. Of something even more, perhaps?
friendship? Is friendship more than affection in your mind? Because that's what we're going for here. Ooh. Oh, I will take life affirmation right before we pick this up. Get a little bit more health coming out of this than we had going in, but not by a long shot.
When we last spoke, I care about you, Thanatos, a lot. Though you asked what you are to me, how am I supposed to even answer that?
Why do I have to smack the mic right as we're in this tense, dramatic moment?
I don't know. Sometimes I miss not feeling anything. Can't always trust what feelings say. I get to thinking, are we only friends, or... Look, this is embarrassing.
Help him
To
out,
think
Zag.
discussing feelings would be even harder than annihilating Father's forces. But I've been asking myself the same thing, Than, if it's any reassurance.
Well, if you come up with any answers, I guess let me know. Good running it.
You too.
Oh no, oh no. I read through it in my head and got too excited. But also, come on, Zag. Don't blow this. Can't just keep going with maybes. I guess that's not true. No pressure, Zag. Do whatever feels right. Yeah, I think I have to go with the shop here. Try and salvage what little health we have. Okay, we're not quite at the Coliseum yet. Okay, yeah, this could give us the duo.
Zagreus, there's something I've been wondering, and don't take this the wrong way or anything, okay? Oh no, it's her.
Aphrodite, I'm guessing.
Why, Artemis, you're absolutely tongue-tied. Due to our little godling in the underworld, or a little due to me? You shall figure it all out, I'm sure.
Look, what was I... just, never mind. I'll talk to you some other time, I guess.
Sorry, Artemis, if it is for that reason, then unfortunately, we're kind of dealing with something right now on our own. Trying to sort out some feelings back home. But, Heart Wrench, critical effects dealing more damage to weak foes. I mean, yeah, I think this is definitely worth it, right? Theoretically, our attack should be crazy strong, but unfortunately, I'm a little concerned about our ability to get the opportunity to last much longer and get much of those attacks in. Come on, secret golden urn, please. 5 gold. My kingdom for 5 gold. It's Patroclus. Oh my gosh. Prayers have been answered.
Paradise. Even in death, there is no justice. I knew so many peaceful, decent men.
I realized I should just quickly read the subtitles as I saw that they started scrolling out from under me, and he was saying a lot there in the background. Okay, can't give you nectar. We settle some stuff.
Isn't that the Leafy right nearby? You've been through so much, don't you ever... You could just drink deeply of the river of forgetfulness and be done with, no?
No, that's kind of sad.
It has been rather tempting, yes. And I have taken sips from time to time. But I've some memories I'm not quite ready to give up on yet.
Interesting. That's dangerous that you can partially imbibe in the river of memories. Scary stuff. But there goes. Replenish all uses of Death Defiance. Let's try not to throw them all away immediately here, but no promises. Love you, Patroclus. Your lifesaver.
Strongbows.
Okay. So now we ran into Than, which means we also get to talk to him back home, and then we've also come part of the way to fully realizing our combo potential here, I think. Have a really good cast, but then we also now have some wacky critical effects going down potentially. Consecutive hits. Not many consecutive hits on those blade rips. There we go. Well, we haven't lost any health yet, which I should not say is we're finishing a room still, because that's just tempting fate a wee bit. But, holy. Might be going a little bit smoother now, without the pressure of losing it all immediately. Still scary stuff though. Let's not relax yet. Going into the Colosseum. So, only real goal here is not losing all the Death Defiance that we so fortunately found ourselves granted here. We'll see how it goes. Of course, no promises, but yeah, we should have crazy critical hits as long as we're applying our special or our dash. And those blade rifts should be smacking pretty hard as long as we get good bounces. I'm not worried about Theseus. Mysterious, man. Glad he kind of sorted stuff out a little bit. Oh jeez. Okay. Get out of here. Oh my gosh, I think I'm dodging into those. Oh my gosh. One Death Defiance down already as I just dodged into the exact same attack over and over again. Okay. Defensive play, I say, in my head. I was about to say it out loud, but wow, this is rough. Did I just get really lucky the first few times I did this fight and Asterius, or Theseus did easier attacks, or if I completely lost my gosh darn mind? Oh my gosh. Theseus, stop. Oh my gosh, we're gonna lose another Death Defiance. Okay, I thought that was you doing a big wind up. Wait for Theseus to walk by. Damn. Oh, okay. But slowing it down there was doing its wonders for us, but unfortunately, not quite at that point yet where I can actively avoid every single bit of incoming damage and charge him. That's where I would have liked to have a bunch of casts out in the field, though. Oh my gosh. It's not even fair, I just get sneak attack from behind. All of a sudden, Asterius out of the blue. Oh, run through the rifts. Fine. Okay, just end this. End this cursed misery. I want to launch these in the same direction that Theseus is driving. Something like that should actually eventually do okay. Jeez, careful, careful. Keep doing that. I wonder if it's where I stand or anything like that. Try and get up to Greater Call as well if we can. Oop, let's not stand in the way of that. Defensive play. Solid defensive plays. Don't stand in front of them. It's silly. No brain. Don't go in front of them. Oh, we're in front of them. Also, right, they should actually be applying the special. Oh, jeez. You okay, game? What is it? It hurts so much when you run into the son of a gun. Okay. Come on, come on. Take him down. Stay out of the purple circles. Oh my gosh. Oh, close one there at the very end, but it leaves us with 2 Death Defiance at the very least. 2 Death Defiance. Oh gosh, so scary. Said that with confident voice, but it's not ideal.
Who's boss, didn't we, Shade?
But hey, without Patroclus, there's no way we'd get to this point. And of course, yes, is there no one else? Anyone? Always gotta ask. Very important rite of passage
Enjoy the
here.
rest of your existence, Shades.
But okay,
Go tend to the Sata problem for a change.
will do, Father. Man, I was really hoping that we'd see the trend that we saw last time and lose all of our Death Defiance early and then get through the Coliseum fight in one piece. Unfortunately, not quite at that point. We're still a little bit low in damage, even though part of that was also just that very start to the fight was absolute chaos. For whatever reason, all of my bullet hell instincts fled my body in that moment when all the missiles were crashing down and everyone was running around. Just too much. Just too much. But hopefully, with our father, we can try and do a little bit better at dodging attacks, not get hit quite so often, maybe play some defensive ball here. See how it goes. I think we do stay with Lucky Tooth. Also,
I still need these.
never did use Skelly. Let's not accidentally sell our legendary boon. That would be exceptionally horrible. And I think I have to save up my money here. I'll regret it if I lose the Death Defiance. But I want to save up enough money to potentially buy back some Death Defiance in the long run here, because I do think that will definitely help us out and might even be necessary. But even with the kind of rough fight there at the end, I do think we've stacked up some nice effects here. And I don't think, actually, without Heartrend, I don't think we would have made it through that Coliseum fight in one piece, because we were looking pretty lackluster against Asterius on his own. But I do think this Heartrend is doing some wonders for us, and then hopefully Vicious Cycle we can get to fully pop off in the final bit of the run here. But we'll see when we move on up to the Temple of Styx in the next one. Hope to see you then. See you soon.